minor upgrades. Nothing should be really appreciable or obvious or really noticeable on the viewer's end. But if something goes wrong, it's probably the fault of that. And the occasional crackling in the audio here is actually present on the PS2 version. It was present when I streamed that instead. So, I mean, my disc could be faulty. I'm not going to sit here and say that's not the case. Or it could have been both my DVD player in the system and the PS2 read the disc wrong in the same way. I think it's just the audio for this sucks. One thing I did do is get our suits set up for this upcoming dungeon. And actually it's easiest to show off at here. Now we have the double Zeta set up for maximum ranged power. The heavy arms are a ridiculous upgrade over even the Hyakushiki arms when it comes to ranged power. Also, I might need to swap some of the arms over on one of the other things. And that was done because I was interested in getting some basically some more speed on the heavy arms. Also, its basic armor kinda sucked for everything aside from armor and ranged, which is why all that crap's on the double Zeta. I believe that in the upcoming dungeon there is another energy capacitor, so I'm not concerned about making another one. Vargas is in the Sandrock. No, Resner is in the Sandrock. Sorry, I was thinking that I had moved these around. It's just set up for melee and for getting charge up in the back. Vargas is in the single Zeta. It is set up to be able to do quick shots. Basically having the ability to have him do quick shots and Tremmy do quick lancers. Should help make the kamikaze ravens less of an issue. Especially since I think this upcoming dungeon's where they start appearing in pairs. And the Arjarja's essentially unchanged from last time. I was thinking about coloring some of these, but honestly, the double Zeta is the only one I would have bothered with. Also, you can kind of tell that the Bowu is way, way behind everything by the fact that it's not even being used. So, like I mentioned earlier, if we do end up making another Bowu, it would entirely be for those energy legs. Maybe the shoulders. Those are also being used. But, oh, I meant to... That's not important. I was gonna double check and see if Vargas could get stronger arms. But I think anything that would give him stronger arms would take away the whole grenade on one of those. Say, Livy. And we need to... Where the hell did... Oh. I don't think I landed this one. I think I just auto-drove to Eisengrad. And I can show off what our base system is. for the purposes of getting through auto encounters as quickly as possible, we have a lot of damage available. And that's good, because, I mean, we probably are going to end up needing it. The shot burst, was it double shot burst last time? Or I can't remember if it was double shot burst and shoot all. Either way, it was not quite enough for certain encounters. And we can see the Neo Zarth base, and it's the red, one of the spots in Africa. I keep wanting to call it South Africa, but that's an actual specific place. I think it's this mountain. Because this would be the thing that we actually had access to before. It was a pain to get to, but it was fairly low level, so I think it's this mountain. I mean, it's kind of obvious. It's the only volcano. And I mean, it feels like a big ol' what, Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy 4? No, not 4. Is it 4? Fuck, it's a big old Dragon Quest reference is what it feels like. I don't know how many of them used volcanoes. I know at least a few of them. Zarthgard 3. Well, you know, time to see how our just general purpose setup goes against a red encounter. Also, the Sandrock is currently at a higher melee capability than the Dryzen. But if we were to get the Dryzen up to the point where it, or the Sandrock up to the 13, or not 13, 7 energy that is required to do the various things we're doing, it would also be even lower than the Dryzen. Huh. This thing has a shit ton of health. And I will never actually hit the correct 2 energy weapon with Bazuli because it is at the bottom of the list. And I think there's like a difference of 3 attack. Oh, it's the internal, I think. Either that or I saw the numbers. I don't know, I don't think it's that big a deal. So, once we finish this encounter, I'm going to look at the map real quick. Yeah, well. So, I can't remember if Barrier is one of the ones that is meaningful. It might be. Okay, yeah, the built-in on heavy arms is actually a pretty decent 2 attack. Okay, no. barrier is not a meaningful term, description, preface. Preface is the word I was looking for. And we've yet to get into an encounter where Tremmy's stuff actually matters, but that's fine. To a certain extent, that's preferable. So, to the left here, kind of looks to me like it's not actually a exit. I suspect it's locked if it is an exit. So here we're starting to actually see enemies that can stand up decently. And even they don't require Tremmy to take an action yet. Oh, okay, it doesn't look like there's actually anything in here, so. Looks like this is for the... I have no idea what that switch is for. It's likely that we would have needed to come here anyway. Okay, so no kidding with that high speed. This is actually just another reason to have 3 characters that can do this, though. Because even if the shock is nearly guaranteed, that is still 2 characters. That was dumb. That can get their or all 3 characters could potentially hit all enemies. I think the small beam rifle is what we have equipped on Lazuli, isn't it? Yeah, so that's actually a decent drop. Not great or anything. Since the enemies are actually damaging, and I suspect it'll be at least a few things before we get to a save. Yeah, the high-speed Nemos appear to be the most dangerous enemy we have run into so far. And that is entirely just because they go first. We will get to see Tremmy's, though. Tremmy's attack. I believe it'll be in between the damage of the other 2. It was traveling a bit quick, and it was a crit, so it wouldn't be a good comparison anyway. Heat Tomahawk. I think that's, okay. Yeah, that's really not as good as I was thinking it was going to be. What shape is it even? Not one that's really conducive to being used. Yeah, outside of this oversized sword that we have on Tremmy and Tristan, the... Well... I don't know how much health they have is the issue. It's possible that the Sonic Storm would have done sufficient damage. Although it didn't really do that much more damage than the... Giga Bomber. I was worried for a second. The slight hesitation there made me wonder if this Cubely just had a whole crap ton of health. Cubely's another of those suits that we don't have access to yet. We'll be getting access to soon. Actually get a free one if I remember correctly. And it's good but not great. We'll probably use the one that we get, unless I just decide that it's too close to the Bawu and just switch the character over to the... Well, actually, I think they replace somebody, so we might just do a swap of the current suit. Or swap suits around. Well, I think the widest path is the path forward, so... Keeping that in mind, I will take the middle path last. Ooh, some more shot killers. Well... yeah, I think I want to do that. That. And... may as well just have him use Giga Bomber. Melee generally seems like it's the least blocked, guarded, whatever, of the bunch, but it there's not a lot of characters that get access to Sonic Storm. I think Tremmy is the only character I have that has access to Sonic Storm, in fact. Oh, no. Apparently Vargas has it as well. Vargas has a lot of utility, is one of the reasons why you want to generally have him having a fair amount of energy. of course that kind of sucks because Vargas, as a character, isn't very good. He's fairly strong, though, and provides a lot of utility that you just don't have post-Gavenger. Him and Fritz combined to give you most of the utility you had with the Fritz-Gavenger lineup. But you don't have access to certain things. And... Aeon's who we lost. Without her, we don't have access to certain things that we would have still had access to if Gavenger was still alive. So, it can be kind of annoying. I almost had to pay some attention to that one. Yeah, this is just a warehouse or item storage facility or excuse to have a place for you to get. Oh, those are like charge. I think we need to turn all the switches on, so. I mean, I always just assume that anyway. Huh. I guess that does kind of look like it's an end, but I assume I'm going to need to come back there at some point in time. So one thing that is fortunate, and sorry about turning my mic back on too soon there, is that outside of a few areas, I believe we already passed through them all, we don't see too many occurrences of shot killers or full barrier or full guard or whatever the hell it is in the normal encounter list. Generally speaking, bosses that have some kind of beam guard, beam shield, something of the sort, have that announced. Sometimes it does kind of require you to have meta knowledge, which is weird given that it doesn't advertise the whole "it's in Gundam" in the name. Like I said, I'm going here because I think that the middle one is the, as it is thickest, is the actual route forward. If I had a guide open, I could, actually tell you, but if I had a guide open, I probably wouldn't have been confused by the end in the upper left area. And I'm perfectly happy to do basically all encounters because encounters are experience. And money and a whole bunch of other things. Occasionally useful drops, although I think we're essentially all but past those. Sorry about your useless counter zone barrier. Oh shit, I had the wrong ability set up for him for a while now. Once we start going forward, I might need to either use a TP recovery item on him, or more likely, use escape and... we have a... no. I'll keep those for actually difficult dungeons. And yes, those are going to be coming up. Looks like I may have chosen wrong. We'll check out both of these, though. Okay, this is definitely not a way forward. I fully expect it to actually be a way forward, but... oh no, it is just a treasure chest. A Battle Ashmar. Hey, guess who still hasn't fixed that last one yet? This is gonna be awful when Bazuli runs out of TP like a fight before we run into some more shot killers. That's my expectation. Yeah, since I'm... oh yeah, I forgot we picked that up. But Woo data. Again, that only becomes that only has any value if I end up making another one for the energy legs. That worked better than I expected. But yeah, assuming that this is not the... well, once we get back to the actual en route, assuming that north here is not the actual way forward towards progress, once I finish with it, we're just going to escape and auto-drive up to Eisenbrad. I wasn't really expecting an encounter there. Also, I wasn't expecting it to work as an encounter from a lot of ways. The team is kind of in an odd speed spot, where I'm kind of curious if I swapped Fritz and Bazuli's mechs, if they would both go before or after a lot of these various enemies. Okay, so this was the correct way to go. My intuition about the northern route being the progress way seems to be correct. I say progress, but I think that these switches needed to be on for us to do anything at wherever we're going. So. Ah. So because Fritz missed in the first place. So we're gonna flip this switch, and then we will exit. I think Eisengrad is ultimately the... Actually, Eldar Somnia would be closer. Wouldn't it? Yeah, by... not a huge amount. Good afternoon. I'm not playing blind, but I'm not using a FAQ really. I'm checking an FAQ in between, but for the most part I'm relying on having played this before. So I definitely have missed things, but... I'm not too worried about it. I've played Super Robot Wars, at least the ones that came out in English, as well as the some of the fan-translated ones, but not too many of the other strategy RPG type ones. I played a fair amount of like Journey to Jaburo and Encounters in Space, though. I believe that there are some more recent versions of those that came out for like PS3 and PS4, but I do not have a PS3 or PS4. Yeah, this is one of the actual handful of games for the PS2 that I still have my copy of. A lot of the other ones are just games that either I did not think I would get a decent return on, or were rare, and I really enjoyed playing them at the time. Oh, that sucks. Especially since a lot of the PlayStation games that were available for decent prices, basically as soon as the PlayStation was no longer relevant, jumped up to 200-ish. Nope, going down the wrong direction. Given that I'd been being dumb with Bazzuli's TP there, I think it is looking like it probably will pay off having headed out. I've been messing around with some customization builds, but for a lot of this, it's been just kind of focusing on really only messing around with Tristan's build. Samuel. I messed around with the builds off screen last time. Actually, no, I think probably just want to get a charge shot. Because I only got the heavy arms last time. Because I remembered Mount Trial and I couldn't remember when it was an appropriate time to check it out, so I checked it out a few times and nearly got killed by it a few times. But this last time was the first time that I was really trying to balance two of the suits. For a while there, it was only really had one suit I could do shot burst or shoot all with. Okay, so I'll have to keep this in mind because I don't have any hacking tools. Yeah, that's what these are set up for. Because I remembered it being really important. At least for reasons of sanity. Because first time I played the game, I think I was pretty heavily just using a shoot all because I couldn't figure out how to get things to 7 energy to start. And of course this time around I knew about the various 3 energy and using those with capacitors or internal propellants, etc. Yeah. Well, I got lucky, and one of the points where I was fairly early on, I had somehow gotten about 20 or 25 E-caps ahead of where I was on my practice save, and said screw it, I will take the easy route out for the early part of the game, and grabbed one of the Zacrello sickle arms, I think before we even had the Gundam. And that's not relevant for a hugely long period of time, but arm plus built-in weapon is still like a 200 damage weapon when nothing else was anywhere near there. I think this will be just a little bit shy of killing these. But yeah, the double booster and the legs from the double Zeta and the Bawoo, and the torsos that can actually give you 3 energy all kinda suck, is the issue. Okay, so these have a fair amount more life than I was anticipating. Okay, this could potentially kill somebody. That did a lot less damage than I anticipated. We can swap Prisoner in, and she can do a big hit. Well, I think Hypercharge is probably going to be the stronger of the two. I did not finish it because the late game kind of beat the hell out of me, and I was at a point where I believe I had additional suits where I had the data for them, but I didn't have the E-caps for them. I don't fully remember, though. But I was behind the curve damage-wise and couldn't get suits really set up to do sufficient damage to beat regular encounters. I think I had almost everybody set up to be more of a boss killer, but that didn't really help anything in the regular encounters that I couldn't beat. Yeah. This time around, I actually just skipped out on a lot of the early suits. So the only thing I ended up with doubles of was unintentionally making a Kaempfer. But I believe right now I still have like 5 of them. Three of them. So even if it is a bit until we get some more, I'm sure I have enough this time. And I may not have actually picked up all of them. I think that I did, but I'm mostly using a guide as a reference after the fact. Seeing if I missed anything particularly important. Certain things I remembered, and I thought they came up earlier than they did, like the yeah, it's understandable. I just don't like having the guide open and referring to it while playing, if I'm being honest. But certainly not while trying to comment anything. Because I'm certain I would just be reiterating what the guide says.
is that thing?
Yeah, and I'm certain when I played first time, I was very appreciative of the boss move lists. And we're actually at an odd spot where I don't remember much of anything that happens after this. No. That's gonna happen after. Yeah, I have vague memories of some of the stuff that happens on the moon, but I can't remember any of the story elements from this or the immediate future. That hits reasonably hard. Not be quite as damaging as the Giga Crush would be, probably. I don't think we have a beam field, so... Yep. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I was expecting like twice as much health. And yeah, I don't know, I was trying for a dumb name. And it every time I saw it after the first time where I named Tristan, it's annoyed me. That's fantastic. Oh, I really probably should have healed. That was clever. Wait, that's not the right one. Yeah, definitely understandable why you would remember that as trash, though. I was thinking I had... Oh, that's not actually an entrance. I had skipped a route somewhere. I was expecting singles of these. I actually only had 2 suits set up for this because I think Tremi missed every time. I used her for killing these last time. Yeah, may as well. Well, worst case, only one person will die. Maybe Lightning Lancer is more accurate than the Quick Lancer. I don't know, she missed with Quick Lancer like 4 times. It was kind of absurd. Also, for whatever reason, I wasn't really expecting it to continue after the first boss fight. And thank you for the follow. You know, since the trio wasn't necessarily enough to kill the Doge Kais and the boss. Oh. That level from... That's actually convenient. That level for Tremi put her in front of Bazuli now. Which isn't the convenient part, but the heat potentially would have been. And of course my question now is... I mean, it's irrelevant until I check the map and actually can see. And I'm gonna check the door first anyway. Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like this is the actual progress route. I was wrong. Also, I don't remember when we got Huck's name. Because I don't recall him introducing himself. Not meaningfully, anyway. On the one hand, I could do something about that. On the other hand, I could just shoot and hope for the best. Yeah, given that I'm probably swapping people out anyway. Well, we're doing a lot of damage with this. Yeah, that's definitely something I've noticed this this go around. Almost everything has been... oh geez. Yeah, the boss fights especially have been a lot easier. Now that I know what I'm doing. And also that since I kind of set everything up for as much energy as possible. Old enough that I should have actually been thinking about it analytically, but I don't remember when it came out. Probably 17? Also, what's that dragon thing we got? Yeah, so 17, most likely. Yeah, that'll... Oh. That'll fit easily, I say, as the game shoots me down. Oh, actually, can get... And now I'm still not sure which way to go. If this is the actual way, it'll probably be kind of obvious. Actually, no, I think this is the actual progression. Because I suspect outside is just going to stay outside. It's probably like one additional room, and it's just towards chests. No, that's what I should be doing. I mean, my indecisiveness before has caused me to double back to get something where it ended up being I missed a room, and that room didn't even have anything in it. Or it had, like, recovery items or something. Effectively same difference, but... Oh, and I should have stopped by the healing point there. Even though I know these have more than just the 1,000 health, for some reason I always expect that shot burst to actually kill them all. I think it's because the Cubely has a weird damage-taking animation. Ah, Bazuli got a level and has started being faster than Tremmy again. I was thinking the Dryzen was actually a fair bit slower than I guess it actually ended up being. I mean, you also killed them, writing the guide. Twice, even. At least twice. However many times it took to actually write said guide. I am not sure I'm going to use either of those. But at least now I'll have a save after both turns of the Ultron fight. I'm pretty sure one of the problems I ran into when I first played this game was I wasn't willing to grind enough. And of course this time I decided, well, I remembered that there was something good on that one of the islands, so I ground out on a lot of them, and it was the I ended up getting real lucky with 2 of these Zaku fights. Actually, the first 2 fights I had on that island. Oh. I guess barrier means melee. Oh, I should probably not attack with a melee weapon if that's what it means. Oh.
They're trying to escape into orbit! We've got to stop them! Come on!
Uh-oh, the big guy's back again.
The shuttle's taking off! We were so close!
I mute my mic during cutscenes, otherwise I would laugh every time Fritz said a line. And I'm guessing that this is the one that actually has the twice as much HP that I was expecting. Which would also explain why I was thinking it was the end of the area, or whatever, fighting it. Yeah, that is, that's quite a bit of damage when everybody's, got their defense lowered. Yeah, I was wondering if it was actually the right call to not do something about the defense. Oh, I guess I just don't remember what Dazed... oh, no, Dazed is confusion, like I was thinking it was. And I think this will take her out. I mean, Tristan might not even get to do his attack. Okay. I guess I misadded something there. Or it was more than... Oh, I know what it was. I was thinking the last fight was she had 10,000 health. And I guess she had more than 20,000 this time. And some of the elements that are definitely feel like they were because of low budget. are incredibly endearing, like the utter lack of animation for the suits. Yeah, a sequel would have been really... Especially if they covered more of the Gundam games, I think it would have probably been really good. Not 100% how certain how some of the suits would have looked done up in the SD style, but I know that some of the ones that I was curious about they've done in subsequent Super Robot Wars games, so... Wait. I went the wrong way, because I'm used to using this for healing. I think one of the things that makes me really like this game, though, is the fact that it, rather than showing you your protagonist telling everybody... Yeah, that makes sense. Rather than, showing your protagonist telling everybody everything about the story so far, it just does a short recap of what the talk would be. So I guess this is what unlocks the unicorn stuff. Man, I'm already there. Yeah, I'm not... The Gundam Unicorn stuff looks weird enough as it is. Like, I remember hearing something about one of them being a unicorn being in one of the Super Robot Wars games, but I don't know if that was actually in there or if it was just a rumor. But if it's in one of them, the artists, I'm sure, did a better job than I was anticipating. That could be interesting. Now, I wasn't really paying attention to that conversation. Or rather, I wasn't paying attention to the very end of the conversation. Ah, this is where we can purchase the hacking tools. I'm just gonna get a handful of those. Because I can only currently remember like 3 or 4 chests that I haven't opened, but I'm certain there will be more in the future. Ah. Yeah, I actually remembered that, so... Because I remembered not having every encounter, which bugged me originally. I just do not remember this area at all. I think it was probably more than a handful of missing encounters for me at that point in time. Or probably what I originally looked up a walkthrough for. That or one of the bosses. Probably one of the bosses thinking about it. Huh. Yeah, I don't think well, I'm not gonna sell the data just because, if I really ever did anything over... Well, I know I didn't this go around. I remember Japan being dangerous. I just don't remember anything else about Japan for this game. Makes sense. Also, I've seen that typo in way too many games to actually, if I'd had seen that, I would have assumed that it was what was actually in game. I kind of wish there was a map for the town sections. Also, that the best way to find this wasn't just to keep tapping the X button. Or that they hadn't built up expectations for areas like that little crate that I pretty thoroughly searched. Oh, is it? Did I just... I wasn't really trying to keep this, the actual story progression area for last. I'm pretty sure we're not getting kicked out of here or anything, so... I know I'm not saying anything here, and I'm still trying to kind of process the Super Mega G system. Also, this guy's ridiculous hat. Level 4. Ah. I was trying to remember where, yeah, basically. I was just trying to remember where level 4 keycard doors I had run into before. And the only thing that was coming to mind was, I think it's level 5 in the Moon Arc. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm actually going to stand up real quick, and because I have run out of water. I'll be right back. Ah, good to know. I kind of figured that's why the somebody in the Unicorn headquarters had brought up Fan. Before you called it that, I had never made an FF4 connection there. And now I'm wondering if that's a reference there as well. Okay, yeah, there's not a lot on Japan. The emulator is really not liking something about this this area. Oh, those had a lot less health than... Have I run into those enemies before? For whatever reason, I always think that the shield enemies are going to be the shot killer enemies, and I don't know why I just cannot break that mental association. It might be the full shield versions of the enemies, or full guard, or... I mean, I never remember what any of the prefixes are for any of the enemies anyway, so... I think it's mostly that I just am bad at remembering that. Yeah, I definitely didn't have a good idea or good grasp on how to best utilize the tools you're given in this first time I played. Yeah, that's pretty much how all of my fights went first time I played. Because I think I only had one unit set up for shoot all. Or maybe 2 units set up for shoot all. And I think it was one of those was a power booster plus like an energy capacitor. And the other one was the double booster. The only double booster I had. And so I think what my group ended up being was probably Tremmy with a front charge or something, and set up to charge and then do a Sonic Storm, and Fritz and Bazuli just doing shoot-alls. And I say that because I seem to recall having a lot of trouble with, well, most of the encounters, really. It always seemed like I never had quite enough damage to, with both of my shoot-alls even, take out a lot of the random encounters. Also, it really feels like I should have run into something other than just random encounters by now. I think if I were not streaming this, I would have gotten really annoyed by this area and probably turned on invisible, but... Ah, there we are. I assume once we're inside the base, it'll be tougher encounters. Since I'm assuming that's what the level 4 keycard opens. Ah. Well, I didn't even remember that there was anything in Japan until the person in the unicorn base said something, so... Somehow I had not passed over it this playthrough. Or I would have probably been curious about it. I just remembered the fights being tremendously difficult for whatever reason. Yeah, we'll see. Kind of annoying not actually having a gauge for how much damage to expect from this boost attack. None is apparently the answer. Given that the healing point is just outside. Well, in that case, that makes that an even clearer decision. I was expecting stronger random encounters inside. Black Gundam. Interesting. That set of crits on those cannons might be, no, it would only be enough to reduce the unnecessary attacks by one. If it survives this round, we will swap out. Thinking that Vargas has something offensive in the well, none of that mattered. In the 5 or 6 energy range. No, there's going to be more encounters, I'm absolutely certain. I should actually have the party set up for it. I can't even really see the door left on the big map, so... Now, is the clay bazooka actually going to... Well, okay, what's its shape is the real question. Yep. Probably only a marginal damage increase for Gatling fire, but... Huh. So, based off what we have seen to get here, I assume it's 2 more beefy encounters. I was expecting just all regular Gundams. Yeah, that does quite a bit of damage. Probably would have been the correct call to buff and such. At the very least, go for shot burst on both of them. I don't think it'll kill anything. Well, it might kill the one that we've damaged if we do shot burst on both of them, but it would... I think it'll be the most total damage. I just don't know how much health these guys have. If it's like 10k each, this isn't enough. Nope. Okay, so lesson learned. Want to go for the single target attacks here. That is a healthy divide, or healthy gap between Vargas's Gatling fire damage and Zuli or Fritz's Gatling fire damage. Yeah, I've already used a full repair all. I will just walk it back out to the save. And lesson definitely learned, I will focus them down. Definitely seeing why I remember this as being difficult. Okay. Assuming that this is again a ramp up. Definitely seems to be. Although, maybe only minorly in terms of damage. Okay. So they do not have 10,000 HP. Do not even have 7,000 HP. Good to know. Oh, the internal missile is at the same value as the clay bazooka. $5,000 health. Okay, so either one of the Gatling fires would be sufficient. So next enemy upgrade, assuming we will need the Plasma Lancer and okay. I was expecting 3 of a minor upgrade, but one potential issue is that Yakushiki might be faster. Yeah, well, we don't know yet. It might be faster than any of our suits, though. Combo is sufficient to kill the Hyakushiki. That's great. If it's not, yeah, that has like 10,000 health. At least 10,000 health. I guess I should qualify. Expecting Fritz to die. Yeah. Who all has... Actually, I think Bazuli has a regen. Oh. No, Bazuli doesn't have anything. Yeah, I'm just going to use Gatling Fire to take out the other one. And this should kill? It has like 50 health left, doesn't it? Well, that's appropriate, given that Ritz also has like 50 health left. I did not realize Resner was faster than Bazuli, especially when she's injured. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the save point. Definitely understand the no random encounters. The encounters that are here are kinda kicking my ass. And yet, unlike when I was playing this blind, when I was playing it blind, I think I would have considered a lot of these unfair. Though, admittedly, one of the reasons why I'm probably not considering any of the encounters unfair is I am the one getting the most of the luck as far as surviving with less than 100 health. Which is definitely within variance for death on, well, a lot of the encounters I've had this stream. If Lapis had rolled high on her attack, that would have likely been a wipe. I was expecting Fritz to die in the last fight we had. What's the shape of this anyway? Okay. Ooh, more goodies. What do we have here? Launcher arm. That's the, Ooh. The energy capacitor means I can get 3 of the, things up to, energy 7 to start. I mean, there might be better ways to potentially use it, but Shot Burst is so much stronger than Shoot All. What do we... That's kind of scary. Also, I forgot to switch this back to Tremmy. I think I stand behind the, that's kind of scary. I'm not actually really set up for, healing that much with my primary group. Well, I don't think I can count on this taking out the first one. Oh, they have less health than I anticipated. I don't remember Sonic Blaster at all. So it's definitely getting used. Actually, Kristen has regular heal all as well, doesn't he? No, I was right with my original assessment. Yeah, given that I just want to have her high enough to switch out, this should be fine. think that has a change in damage. I think that one's close enough for that to kill it. Hopefully. Oh, that, I always forget techniques take a energy. And energy. Well, they did like half as much damage as I expected, so no, it did not kill it. And Fritz is dead. Yeah, I'm seeing that. Also, I kept underestimating how much health those things had left. I think that should be sufficient. The problem in that case wasn't really the health, it was the higher armor. Well, yeah. Oh, wrong person. Given that Kristen is out of EP for now. Yeah, I probably should be using Tremi's charge rather than trying to have her do damage. Thank you for that, Dragon. I actually should have just gone to Tohai. And since these fights aren't really that big a deal, I'm not certain. That's the Mount Trial. I probably will. Oh, I probably should have actually got this set up for 7 EN. But if I do, it will not be today's stream. Yeah, just gotten the level 4 card, and one of the people in Unicorn Base brought up Japan. I mentioned not remembering what even was in Japan, just that it was dangerous. And Dragon said that it was one of the options to go to next because it had level 4 keycard stuff. Given that the only thing I was remembering as far as the keycards go is the level 5 door in the Moonarch. Also, I just realized I did not have the graphical glitches in the first area of the forest this time. May have been suit specific. Well, I mean, it's emulator specific, definitely, but the actual issues may have been suit specific. Thankfully, I do not have to pay any attention to these random encounters. Seems like most of the encounters are pretty decent experience-wise. Not many credits, but that's... well, it's hit and miss right now as far as being a big deal. Oh, what is the encounter that I ran from? That would make sense. We just fought the Mark IIs, so the scale up of that would be the Zeta. And because I'm curious, that's just speed. Yeah, I don't have anything to drop damage, I don't think. Triangle snipe. Probably would be better to focus on doing damage. Yep. You were right, Servo. Hmm. Oh, okay, that's a lot less bad than I anticipated. And it seems to take quite a bit of damage. That was a lot easier than the Mark III guns, or the III Mark IIs. Now, what is this next fight? Where is this next fight? Probably next to the door. Yeah. Double Zeta now. Something tells me this one's not going to be a joke. Yeah, it's actually faster than Bazuli, so... Yeah, just because I want to use the full repair all. And it might be using too much healing, but... Oh! Okay. Who would actually go faster? I think it needs to be Resner. I guess I needed to get... armor all on people. have my doubts that it'll actually work as I intend it to, but... Are you serious? Okay. I was under the assumption that that one was the exception. Obviously, I was incorrect. Okay, yeah, those are pretty strong. Oh. Nearly missed the attack upgrade kit. I definitely understand why you made that comment. I think this is going to be just about it for me, though. Once I save. Yeah, that was really a whole bunch of fights just trying to teach you to go all out on occasion. Because the Mark IIs were so difficult because I tried to do it more defensively. But thank you for watching, thank you for sticking around. And I will be back with more of this on Friday.